Hey Pisces, I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, the energy here is really telling. Someone in your orbit is absolutely consumed with what you are doing next. They are watching, they are waiting, and yeah, they are frustrated because you have become unpredictable to them. Let me walk you through what the cards are showing because this reading reveals so much about the dynamic at play right now. So I shuffled the deck with your energy in mind, asking specifically about this person who seems fixated on your moves, and the cards that came through are really painting a clear picture. This is not just casual curiosity from them. This is someone who feels threatened by your growth, by your independence, by the fact that you are no longer playing the role they assigned you. Let me start with the first card, because it sets the tone for everything else. The Hierophant came through, and this card is fascinating in this context. Traditionally, the Hierophant represents structure, tradition, established systems, and conformity. In your situation, this card is showing me that this person expected you to follow a certain script. They had you categorized, they had you figured out, or at least they thought they did. You were supposed to behave a certain way, respond in predictable patterns, maybe stay in a particular role that made them comfortable. But here is what is really interesting about the Hierophant showing up here. This card is not about you, it is about their expectations. They built this whole framework in their mind about who you are and what you would do. Maybe they saw you as someone who would always be there, always be available, always respond to their energy in a specific way. The Hierophant energy suggests they might have even felt some kind of authority over you or your choices, like they had the right to expect certain behaviors from you. The reason this is making them so angry now is because you have stepped outside of that framework. You are not following the traditional playbook they expected. You are not conforming to their vision of who you should be. And for someone with strong Hierophant energy invested in you, that is deeply unsettling. They built their sense of security around predicting you, around knowing what you would do next, and you have pulled that rug right out from under them. I am also getting that this person might present themselves as having some kind of moral high ground or wisdom about situations. The Hierophant can represent someone who positions themselves as a guide or authority figure, so they might be framing their obsession with your next move as concern or as them knowing what is best, but the cards are showing me that underneath that facade is pure frustration that they cannot control the narrative anymore. What I find really powerful about the Hierophant appearing first is that it shows you have graduated beyond needing their approval or validation. You have stepped out of the traditional structures they tried to keep you in. And that is what has them so rattled. They keep looking for signs that you will come back to the predictable version of you they knew. And you keep surprising them by moving in directions they did not anticipate. The second card that came through is the Devil, and wow, this one really exposes what is happening beneath the surface. The Devil card in tarot represents obsession, toxic attachments, feeling bound to something or someone, and unhealthy patterns. In this reading, the Devil is showing me the true nature of their fixation on you. This is not healthy curiosity, Pisces. This is obsessive energy. They are checking up on you, probably more than you even realize. They might be looking at your social media, asking mutual friends about you, keeping tabs through various channels. The Devil suggests they are actually bound by their own need to know what you are doing. It has become compulsive for them. They cannot help themselves. What makes the Devil particularly revealing here is that it shows this person is trapped in their own toxic patterns. While they are furious and watching your every move, they are actually imprisoning themselves with this behavior. They are the ones who cannot move on. They are the ones who cannot let go. The chains in the Devil card imagery are loose enough to slip off, which means they are choosing this obsession. They are choosing to stay bound to you energetically, even though you have moved on. I am also picking up that there might be some jealousy or envy wrapped up in this Devil energy. They see you moving forward, possibly thriving, definitely growing, and it triggers something dark in them. Maybe they are still stuck in the same patterns, and seeing you break free highlights their own stagnation. The Devil can represent being stuck in materialism, superficial concerns, or ego-driven behavior. So this person might be measuring success or happiness in ways that leave them perpetually unsatisfied. The fury the cards are showing me through the Devil is really about their own internal struggle. They are angry at you for breaking free, but deeper down, they are angry at themselves for not being able to do the same. They are angry that they cannot stop thinking about you. They are angry that you have power over their thoughts, even though you are not even trying to. Here is something else the Devil is revealing. This person might try to tempt you back into old dynamics. They might reach out with something that looks appealing on the surface, but is actually designed to pull you back into their orbit. The Devil is warning you to recognize manipulation when it comes your way. If they do make a move toward you, look closely at what they are really offering versus what they are trying to gain. The third card is Queen of Pentacles, and this is where the reading takes a really interesting turn. Queen of Pentacles represents abundance, nurturing, practical success, and someone who has built something real and stable for themselves. In this context, this card is showing me what they see when they look at you, and it is driving them absolutely crazy. You are embodying Queen of Pentacles energy right now, Pisces. You are building something for yourself. Maybe it is financial stability, maybe it is emotional security, maybe it is a life that feels authentic and abundant to you. Whatever it is, you are nurturing yourself and your own growth in ways that are visible and tangible. You are not just talking about change, you are living it. The reason this connects to their fury is that Queen of Pentacles energy is self-sufficient. This queen does not need anyone to validate her worth or her success. She knows her value and she builds accordingly. For someone who was used to you being available, being accessible, or even being dependent in some way, seeing you step into this self-sufficient energy is threatening. Queen of Pentacles also suggests you might be doing well materially or practically in ways they did not expect. Maybe you landed a new opportunity, maybe you are managing your resources better, maybe you are just glowing with the confidence that comes from taking care of yourself. Whatever it is, they are noticing, and it bothers them because it proves you do not need what they thought you needed. I am also getting that this Queen of Pentacles energy means you are being strategic about your next moves. You are not being impulsive or reactive. You are planning, you are being practical, you are making decisions that serve your long-term well-being. This calculated approach is part of what has them so frustrated because they cannot predict what you will do when you are being this intentional and thoughtful. There is also a nurturing aspect to Queen of Pentacles that I think is important here. You are nurturing yourself, Pisces. You are putting your own oxygen mask on first. You are prioritizing your own garden before worrying about anyone else's. And for someone who maybe benefited from your caretaking energy or your tendency to put others first, seeing you redirect that nurturing toward yourself exclusively is a shock to their system. The fourth card is Four of Swords, and this is giving me so much insight into your current strategy and why it is working so well. Four of Swords represents rest, retreat, mental recuperation, and strategic withdrawal. This card is showing me that you have been deliberately pulling back your energy, creating space, and taking time to recover from whatever dynamics wore you down. This strategic retreat is actually brilliant, Pisces, and it is part of what has them so desperate to know your next move. You have gone quiet on them. Maybe you are not engaging with their energy anymore. Maybe you are not responding to their bait. Maybe you have just genuinely stepped back to focus on yourself. Whatever form it takes, your withdrawal has left them in the dark, and they hate it. Four of Swords suggests you have been doing important internal work during this quiet period. You have been processing, healing, rethinking your approach to situations and relationships. You have been letting yourself rest from the drama and chaos that might have previously defined certain dynamics. This rest is not laziness, it is strategy. It is recuperation that is preparing you for your next phase. What is really making them crazy about your Four of Swords energy is that they cannot read you right now. When someone is in Four of Swords mode, they are not broadcasting their intentions. They are not giving away their hand. They are in a period of contemplation and planning that is internal and private. So this person who is desperate to know what you will do next is hitting a wall because you are genuinely in a space of stillness and reflection that gives away nothing. I am also sensing that this withdrawal has protected you from their attempts to affect you. Four of Swords is like putting up a shield. By retreating energetically, by not engaging, by taking yourself out of the equation, you have made yourself immune to their provocations. They might be trying to get reactions out of you and getting nothing but silence or neutral responses, and that is driving them up the wall. The mental peace that Four of Swords brings is also significant here. You have found clarity through this period of rest. You have gained perspective. You have let go of some of the emotional charge that might have kept you entangled before. This mental clarity means when you do make your next move, it will be from a place of wisdom rather than reaction, and somehow they sense that, which makes them even more anxious about what that move will be. Moving to the fifth card, we have Knight of Cups, and this is really beautiful energy for what is coming for you, Pisces. Knight of Cups represents romantic offers, emotional opportunities, creative inspiration, and someone who leads with their heart, but in a mature way. This card is showing me that while they are busy watching you and fuming, you have genuine, beautiful opportunities coming toward you. Knight of Cups suggests that something or someone is approaching your life with real emotional depth and sincerity. This could be a romantic connection, but it could also be a creative opportunity or a chance to express yourself emotionally in new ways. Whatever form it takes, this is authentic energy coming towards you, not the toxic stuff you have been dealing with from this obsessed person. What is fascinating about Knight of Cups showing up in this reading is the contrast it creates. You have someone consumed with fury and obsession towards you, represented by earlier cards. And then you have this beautiful, gentle energy of Knight of Cups also in your field. It is like the universe is showing you that while some people are stuck in toxic patterns regarding you, there is also genuine beauty trying to reach you. I am getting that this Knight of Cups energy might actually be part of what they see coming that has them so worked up. Maybe they sense somehow that you are about to receive something good, something emotionally fulfilling, something that will take your attention even further away from them. Maybe they see you opening up to new connections or opportunities, and it is triggering them because it confirms you are truly moving on. Knight of Cups also represents following your heart and your intuition in a balanced way. This is not impulsive emotional energy. This is someone or something that has emotional intelligence. For you personally, this card might be encouraging you to stay open to genuine emotional connections and opportunities, even while you are protecting yourself from toxic energy. Do not let someone else's obsession close your heart to what is real and good. There is also a message here about creative or emotional expression. Knight of Cups wants you to keep expressing yourself authentically. Keep creating, keep sharing your truth, keep being who you are becoming. The fact that it makes someone uncomfortable is their problem to solve, not yours to manage. The sixth card that came up is Six of Swords, and this is confirming so much about your journey right now. Six of Swords is the card of transition, moving away from turbulent waters toward calmer shores, leaving behind what no longer serves you, and making necessary journeys even when they are hard. This card is showing me that you are actively in the process of moving on from old situations, old energy, old versions of yourself. Six of Swords indicates you have made a decision to transition away from certain dynamics or environments. This is not a sudden, impulsive move. This is a deliberate choice to navigate yourself toward better circumstances. You might be physically moving or changing your situation in some way, or this could be more of an emotional and mental journey where you are shifting your entire approach to life and relationships. What is really powerful about Six of Swords in this reading is that it confirms you are not looking back. Someone might be desperate to know your next move so they can interfere or so they can prepare their response, but you are focused on the horizon ahead of you, not on who is watching from the shore. You are in the boat heading towards your destination, and their opinions about your journey are not your concern anymore. This card also validates that leaving was necessary. Six of Swords does not appear for casual changes. It appears when you are moving away from turbulence that was affecting your peace. Whatever situation you are transitioning out of, the cards are confirming it needed to happen for your well-being. And the fact that someone is angry about your departure only confirms that staying would have continued to serve them more than it served you. I am also picking up that this transition is being guided. Six of Swords often shows a figure steering the boat while others are passengers, suggesting you have help in this journey even if it is not visible. Maybe your intuition is guiding you. Maybe you have supportive people in your life helping you navigate. Maybe the universe itself is creating the path forward for you. You are not alone in this transition, even if you sometimes feel like you are. The swords in the boat in the Six of Swords imagery represent the lessons and experiences you are taking with you from difficult times. You are not leaving empty-handed, Pisces. You have gained wisdom. You have gained strength. You have gained clarity about what you will and will not accept going forward. These are valuable tools you are carrying into your next chapter. The seventh card is Justice, and this is a powerful card to appear in a reading about someone who is furious and trying to affect you. Justice represents karma, cause and effect, truth being revealed, and situations balancing themselves out. This card is telling me that there is a bigger picture unfolding here, and that this person's attempts to disturb your peace will not succeed in the way they hope. Justice is showing me that the universe sees what has happened in your dynamic with this person. It sees who has been acting with integrity and who has not. It sees who has been trying to manipulate or control and who has been trying to heal and move forward. The scales are balancing, Pisces, and not in their favor. What I love about justice appearing here is that it takes the burden off of you to set things right or to defend yourself. Justice handles itself. The truth has a way of coming to light, regardless of who tries to spin the narrative. If this person has been painting themselves as a victim or painting you as the villain, justice is saying that version of events will not hold up long term. People will see the truth of the situation. Justice also relates to decisions and consequences. The decisions you have made to protect yourself, to create boundaries, to step into your power are going to have positive consequences for you. The decisions they have made to obsess, to try to interfere, to harbor anger and resentment are going to have their own consequences. You cannot control what happens to them, but you can trust that the energy they are putting out will come back to them. I am also getting from justice that if they do try to make a move against you to affect you in some tangible way, it is going to backfire. Justice has a way of exposing manipulations and protecting those who are genuinely trying to do right by themselves and others. Any schemes or plans they have to disrupt your peace or your progress are going to reveal more about their character than about yours. There is also something about legal matters or official decisions with justice. This might not be relevant for everyone, but for some of you Pisces, there might be actual legal or contractual situations being finalized that this person is not happy about. Divorces being settled, business partnerships being dissolved, agreements being made official. Whatever it is, justice confirms that the outcome will be fair, even if it is not what they wanted. The eighth card is Nine of Swords, and this is really revealing about what is actually happening in their inner world. Nine of Swords is the card of anxiety, sleepless nights, mental anguish, and being tormented by your own thoughts. While they are trying to project an image of power or anger toward you, internally they are falling apart. Nine of Swords shows me that they cannot stop thinking about you, and it is actually causing them real distress. They are losing sleep over wondering what you are doing, what you are planning, whether you are thinking about them at all. The irony is that while they want to affect you, they are the ones being affected by their own obsession with you. This card reveals that a lot of their fury is actually rooted in fear. Nine of Swords is associated with anxiety and worst-case scenario thinking. They are afraid of what your next move might be. They are afraid of being forgotten by you. They are afraid of you succeeding without them. They are afraid of you exposing truths about them or the situation. Whatever specific fear is driving them, it is keeping them up at night. What is important for you to understand, Pisces, is that their mental anguish is self-inflicted. You are not doing this to them. You are simply living your life and moving forward. The fact that this causes them distress is a reflection of their own unresolved issues, their own inability to let go, their own insecurities and fears. You cannot fix their inner turmoil, and you should not try. Nine of Swords also suggests they might be dealing with guilt on some level. Maybe deep down they know they did not treat you right. Maybe they know they took you for granted or hurt you in ways they have not fully acknowledged. That guilt might be part of what keeps them fixated on you, wondering if you will expose them or if karma will catch up to them through you somehow. I am also sensing from Nine of Swords that they might be creating elaborate scenarios in their head about what you are doing or why you are doing it. They are overthinking every little thing, reading into your actions or lack of action, driving themselves crazy with speculation. Meanwhile, you are probably just living your life, not even thinking about them, which would drive them even crazier if they knew. The ninth card is Three of Swords, and this one cuts deep because it reveals the core wound operating in this situation. Three of Swords represents heartbreak, painful truth, feeling betrayed or disappointed, and the kind of emotional pain that feels sharp and piercing. This card is showing me that underneath all the anger and obsession, this person is actually heartbroken. They are heartbroken that you are not who they wanted you to be. They are heartbroken that the dynamic has changed. They are heartbroken that they cannot control the situation or you anymore. Whether this is romantic heartbreak or the heartbreak of losing control or losing their idea of who you were, it is real and it is painful for them. What Three of Swords reveals is that their fury is a defense mechanism against this deeper pain. It is easier to be angry than to acknowledge hurt. It is easier to try to affect you or disturb your peace than to sit with the disappointment that things did not go the way they wanted. So they are projecting outward with anger what they cannot process inward as grief. For you, Pisces, Three of Swords is validating that you have experienced real pain in this dynamic too. You have felt the sting of betrayal or disappointment. You have had to grieve the loss of what you thought this connection was or could be. The card acknowledges that your decision to move on and protect yourself was born out of real hurt that you had to work through. But here is what is different between your Three of Swords experience and theirs. You are processing your pain, you are healing from it, you are using it as a catalyst for growth and change. They are stuck in the pain, letting it curdle into bitterness and obsession. You are moving through the heartbreak towards something better while they are camping out in it, using it as fuel for their fixation on you. Three of Swords also brings up the concept of necessary pain. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it needs to be acknowledged. Sometimes relationships or dynamics need to end, even though it is painful. Sometimes we have to cut away what is not healthy for us, even though the cutting hurts. This card is confirming that the pain of separation or change was necessary for both of you to eventually find better paths. I am also getting that there might have been words spoken or truths revealed that felt like swords to the heart for one or both of you. Maybe things were said during a conflict that cannot be unsaid. Maybe realities about the relationship or situation came to light that shattered illusions. Three of Swords often shows up when painful honesty has occurred, and while it hurts in the moment, it ultimately clears the way for more authentic connections down the line. The 10th and final card is the Hierophant, and I know we already talked about this one at the beginning, but it actually came through again, which is really significant. When a card appears twice in a reading, the universe is really emphasizing that message. So let me look at the Hierophant from a different angle in the context of everything else we have uncovered. With the Hierophant appearing again at the end of this reading, I am getting a message about staying true to your own values and beliefs going forward. The Hierophant represents having a solid foundation of personal principles that guide your decisions. After everything this reading has shown about this person's obsession and attempts to affect you, the Hierophant is reminding you to stay grounded in what you know to be right for you. This second appearance of the Hierophant is also about seeking wisdom and guidance as you navigate your next moves. Not from this person who is watching you, but from trusted sources. Maybe mentors, maybe your own spiritual practice, maybe therapy or coaching, maybe wise friends who have your best interests at heart. The Hierophant encourages you to seek counsel that is actually helpful and not self-serving. I am also interpreting this repeat of the Hierophant as a message about creating your own traditions and structures moving forward. You do not have to follow anyone else's blueprint for your life. You do not have to conform to their expectations or society's expectations. You can be your own authority on what your life should look like and what you will accept in your relationships and situations. The Hierophant can also represent teaching and sharing wisdom. There might be an opportunity coming for you to teach others or share what you have learned through these challenging experiences. Not in a gossipy or vengeful way, but in a way that helps others who might be going through similar situations with obsessive or controlling people in their lives. Finally, the Hierophant showing up twice might be telling you that your next move should be the high road. Stay classy, stay dignified, stay in your integrity. Do not stoop to their level of obsession or manipulation. Keep being the bigger person not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to maintain your own peace and self-respect. The best response to someone who is furious and trying to affect you is to keep rising above their energy and living well. So Pisces, after pulling through all of these cards, here's what the reading is ultimately telling you. Yes, there is someone who is absolutely consumed with watching you and trying to figure out your next move. Yes, they are frustrated and even furious because you have become unpredictable to them and because you are thriving without their involvement or approval. Yes, they are probably trying to affect you in some way, whether through direct contact or through third parties or just through their intense focus on you. But here is what you need to understand. You hold all the power in this situation. They are the ones who cannot move on. They are the ones losing sleep. They are the ones trapped in obsession while you are out here building a real life for yourself. Their fury is their problem, not yours to manage or fix. Your next move should be whatever serves your highest good, period. You do not owe them predictability. You do not owe them explanations. You do not owe them anything at all. Keep focusing on your Queen of Pentacles energy. Keep nurturing yourself and your growth. Keep moving toward calmer waters with that Six of Swords energy. Keep resting and strategizing with Four of Swords wisdom. And stay open to the beautiful Knight of Cups opportunities coming your way. The cards are showing that justice is on your side and that their attempts to disturb your peace will ultimately backfire on them. Their Nine of Swords, anxiety, and Three of Swords heartbreak are consequences of their own actions and choices, not your responsibility to soothe. And the Hierophant is reminding you twice to stay in your integrity, seek wise counsel, and create your own path forward according to your own values. I know it might feel unsettling to know someone is watching you so closely and harboring anger toward you. But honestly, the best thing you can do is exactly what you are already doing. Keep living your life authentically. Keep growing. Keep healing. Keep moving forward. Your peace is not dependent on their approval, and your success is not diminished by their fury. If they do try to reach out or make a move, you will handle it from the strong, grounded place you have built for yourself during this period of rest and transition. You are not the same person they think they know anymore. You have evolved beyond their understanding of you, and that is exactly as it should be. Trust yourself, Pisces. Trust the journey you are on. Trust that you are protected by the universe and by your own wisdom. Let them wonder about your next move while you focus on making moves that serve your soul and your future. Their obsession with you is ultimately their prison, not yours. You are free, you are growing, and you are exactly where you need to be.